What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Gerald from Bank of Gerald here with another video update. Today is Friday, February the 24th, 2023. Ladies and gentlemen, fired up this morning. And it ain't even because I've gotten my own withdrawal from Novatech. It's because so many of you have been getting them. And I'm just happy to see Novatech catching up. And we're just going to talk about it for a brief second. This is not going to be a long video, but this is just a strong video. I got to do a Novatech video on a Friday. Before we get started, though, I want to remind all of you that I'm not a financial advisor, all right? This is not financial advice. I am not your financial advisor, even though so many of you want me to be. I'm not. As my guy Brandon would say, but I get paid like one. I love that in class yesterday. Anyway, but I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor. I'm just a dude on YouTube showing you guys how I'm cranking out that crypto in many different platforms, nothing more and nothing less than that. Now, if you like this content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. If you want to be updated and notified about everything going on here at BOJ, just make sure you hit the notification bell as well. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm just excited this morning. Now, I want to talk about my own journey just for a second. As I thought I had did my withdrawal on the 3rd of February, but yesterday while I was in class, I was just kind of browsing through my Novatech back office because I really haven't been back there too often. I've been in a little bit of a, I'm not really allowed to share my back office online. So I check periodically, but I wasn't looking for this per se. So I actually did my withdrawal on February the 6th. Not February the 3rd. I thought I did it on the 3rd. And maybe that was just because I was seeing so many people say they did theirs on the 3rd. And subconsciously, I was just like, well, maybe I did mine on the 3rd too. But no, I did mine on the 6th, right? So doing that, I'm still waiting on mine. It's a pretty large withdrawal. Now, I was reminded yesterday of just a personal thing. Of course, because we're in so many different platforms, we're well diversified, and we're not new to the space here at BOJ. As it pertains to my stance in Novatech, it's a little bit different. And I'm reminded of that. A lot of you can be new to Novatech and you're looking for a strategy. All right. And I'm not here to tell everybody what to do, but what I will say is that if it was me in that similar predicament, it wasn't, I had just maybe had 25,000 or 50,000 or something, and I haven't really been building a team, this, that, and the third, or, I've just been at this passively. Right. Quite honestly, if I was sitting in those shoes, I would be withdrawing from my bonus every opportunity that I could get, just to make sure that we're in the same mind frame of making sure that we get back what we've deposited. That's the most important part of these platforms. That's what you want to do as soon as possible. And then after that, you'd make a decision whether you want to play with house money or not, or whether you want to continue, how high you want to scale it up. It's got to give you some time to allow it to prove itself to you. And for the new people in Novatech, it's been a rocky road. It's been a rocky road. Let's be honest about that. It's been rocky, especially after Novatech has been doing what it has been doing for so long. Now, there are going to be people in the comments. There are going to be people that have YouTube videos and channels that use their channel to say that Novatech is on its way out. I am not of that belief. I don't believe that. Now, I've been wrong before. I'll be wrong again. I say that countless times. So I'm not afraid of that. But what I want everyone to understand about this space is that we're all accountable for our own decisions, right? If you were watching Novatech for a long time, if you just got in, if you just had the capital to come in or anything like that, I want to remind you that hopefully you did it in the mind frame of, hey, I understand that this space carries some risk, even though it has a lot of success for a lot of people. I want to make sure that I'm not over leveraging myself. One thing that I heard yesterday on a call is, or maybe it was 2 days ago, but somebody had mentioned, if I'm losing sleep about what I decided to deposit in any of these platforms, then I probably deposited too much. And I've talked to some people recently that'll tell me honestly, hey man, I over leveraged in Novatech. I got some things working and rolling so that I could jump in Novatech. Right now, it's not doing what we would like it to do. But at the end of the day, we want to see Novatech last for as long as possible. And I'm of the frame of mind that I want to do whatever will help it do that, while still making sure that we are being responsible and good stewards of our own deposits. And for those new people, for the people that may have been in 6 months, maybe less than a year, for me, it's been a little more than a year. So What I'm doing and where I sit and where I stand in this platform after building a team and bringing volume to the company and different things of that nature, my stance is to is it not exactly to withdraw everything all the time, because I am well diversified in other places. So because of my own personal belief level, mine, okay, just me, okay, I have decided that some weeks I'm going to redeposit, some weeks I'm going to withdraw. Right now, while things are still being caught up and people are getting paid, I feel good about keeping my own personal capital rolling in there from the ROI. And then whatever I make in referral and active, bonus money on Saturday, I can withdraw that. That's just my own personal strategy. No one else has to do it. I'm just speaking on myself. But that's just because of the work that we've put in over the last year and a half. The only reason that I'm able to do that is because of the work that we've put in as a channel over the last almost 2 years, and being able to find opportunities that work for whatever amount of time they work. A lot of people, it's funny how, when things are all going well, no one has very much to say. But as soon as things start going bad, it's a particular group of people that like to show their face. They're like the neighborhood trolls. They're like that's what we call them. And of course, we understand that for those of you that really listen to what I say, we understand that people experience loss in this space. We're not dumb. We're also not naive. This is not our first rodeo. We also don't need saving. I don't need nobody to save me. I don't need some kind of Ponzi scheme police to be out here saying, hey, that's a Ponzi scheme. We're in this space for a reason. We're in this space to find opportunities to make passive income. We understand the rules. We understand that we're not supposed to deposit anything more than we're willing to lose. And once you learn how to play the game, then you might can win. But if you spend a whole lot of time in the negative, if you spend a whole lot of time not learning from your mistakes, if you spend a whole lot of time pointing fingers and calling this, and that, then you might just miss out on a great opportunity. You might. I mean, there's plenty of people that called Novatech a Ponzi scheme or some kind of scam or whatever that just missed out on a year and a half. As long as I've been in, they've missed out on a year and a half of making money. You just got to decide what kind of person you want to be. Now, I'm not that type of guy. As a matter of fact, I'm the type of guy that has some time for those trolls, and we go back and forth sometimes. Sometimes I tell myself, hey, Gerald, be the bigger person and grow from it. Sometimes like, well, I got time today. I got time. Y'all can call me whatever you want, but a lot of you look like clowns in the comment section. And some people will say, well, Gerald, you stoop yourself down to clown level. Hey, well, it takes a clown to know a clown sometimes, right? I've been a clown sometimes in my life, and I don't mean in a figurative Barnum and Bailey sense. I'm sure we've all had times where we've had to grow from. But you figure out how to do things, but certain things you have to do so people don't play around with you. and that's just a little bit of a lesson to those of you that may be a little bit passive out there. Sometimes you have to take a little bit more of an aggressive stance to get where you want to be. I don't believe that nice guys finish last, but sometimes you have to show people that you are not to be played with. All right. That's just for your outside life. All right. Don't let people take advantage of you. Don't let people say all this stuff about you that's false, and it's false. Sometimes you just got to give it to God. Sometimes you just got to let them know, hey, look, man, say whatever you want. Leave my family out of it. Say whatever you want. That ain't true. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to be the first to say it. So you might catch me in that mode sometimes on my comment section, but let's get back on topic. Novatech is still something that I believe in, and I have been on record many times. People will call me whatever they want to call me. And like I said, sometimes I got time, sometimes I don't. God's working on me with that one. But what I will say is my intention has always been to find platforms for my journey that work, that pay. I don't care how long they pay. And even when we started, sometimes some of these things were only lasting a couple days. We had to learn and grow through those times, find better opportunities. But those of you that have been around for the ride, you understand how far we've come. Those of you that have been in Novatech since I've been in Novatech, you already know what's good. You know what Novatech is capable of. We've seen it time and time again, week in and week out, the consistency that Novatech has brought And I won't let some new people to the space or some people that just want to be negative or you know, whatever the case may be, that just have a heart set out for proving Novatech to be some kind of negative thing. I'm not going to let them get me down. I might let them get me out of character every now and then, but I'm not going to let them get me down. We're going to stay optimistic about this space. I'm so excited to hear about all the people that are continuously getting paid from their bonus accounts. And this is something that, of course, was under scrutiny when they shut down the trading accounts. We understand that a lot of you did not like that. And we understand that we're not naive, right? A lot of us are not naive. We don't like our money being held. I get it, all right? But when I personally think about what the purpose of Novatech is for me in my life, it was to build something that I could be proud of years and years down the line. That was a part of this space that had proven itself to be a pioneer in this space. It is a platform that has continued to deliver time and time again for years. And one thing that I said on my live, and I've said it many, many times, you know, I'm rocking with Novatech till the wheels fall off. And then when the wheels fall off, we're going to kick the bottom out that joke and we're going to ride it Flintstone style. That's how I feel. And that's how I'm going to feel till we can't talk about it anymore. Now, understand, I'm not telling y'all what to do. I'm not telling y'all where to put your money. When you deposit money in a Novatech, if you ever deposit money in a Novatech or any platform, it doesn't go to me, all right? Some of these platforms have affiliate programs in place. One of the biggest affiliate programs in the world is Amazon. I don't see anybody jumping down Amazon's throat because people are making livings out of sharing links, all right? So don't jump on the YouTubers either. And I know you still will, but I'm just letting y'all know y'all look crazy. Because we're the ones that putting out the work. We're usually the ones that get involved first. We're the ones that are sharing our experiences. When you can't find no one else to talk about it, you can find us. And I don't see anybody complaining then. So that's only for the small few. I know the majority of you understand what this journey is. You understand what Novatech is. You understand what we're trying to do here at BOJ. But for the small ones and the few ones that don't get it, we got to drip a little bit on y'all too. Make sure y'all understand. So going forward, maybe y'all handle yourselves a little different. Maybe you won't. It's not really for me to decide what y'all do. But don't be surprised at my response. All right. This is BOJ. We're talking about Novatech. I didn't want this to be this long of a video, but y'all know I get to rant sometimes, just get to talking. So appreciate everybody watching. We're excited about people getting their withdrawals. We understand that there's still a support issue. There's still things going on that we want to see get better. There's still communication we'd like to see getting better. There's still a bunch of things that may come. There's still some changes that may happen and that we may have to brace ourselves for. But at the end of the day, I'm rooting for Novatech. I am in Novatech's corner. I'm not the poster boy, nor do I work for Novatech, but I'm just another investor just like the rest of you. I'm just hoping the best for a platform that has been delivering for me for so long. All right. With that being said, I'll see you on the next one. Put your 2FA on all the platforms that will allow you and all your wallets, because crypto is indeed the wild, wild west, y'all. And if you ain't strapped, you're bound to get hacked. All right. Ask me how I know. It's not very fun at all. If you like this content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. If you want to be updated and notified about everything going on here at BOJ, just make sure you hit that notification bell as well. Again, today is Friday. We got so much to be excited about. We are still earning our returns, and they may not be as high as people may want them to, but it is what it is. A return is a return. A profit is a profit. We're excited about whatever we can get from this space, ladies and gentlemen, because nothing is guaranteed. I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace out.